I'm SilentDemise of the Cunninghams, and this is our third Gold League match of Season 5 of the WGLNA with his first Simple Tankers. And starting up with the first map, we are on attack. Simple Tanker starts out with a middle and west defense with 2 T-32s. Meanwhile, we have 1 T-32 and are pushing up the east in the 0 line. As the T-32 is transitioning through the village, he gets spotted and caught out by the 32s and takes a lot of damage moving. Meanwhile, our lights are taking over the east side of the tracks. But Bagak in the 32 takes a lot of damage, losing over half his health for nothing in return, really. And then we throw a trireme on the 2 cap to get pressure while our lights are spread out to cover them. Simple Tankers has 1 Pershing up in the north ramp and 2 T-32s in the middle ramp. Eventually the Pershing peeks up and is able to get the shot to reset him, with the 37 peeking up to the spot. And after a little more time, Simple Tankers eventually pushes in. First try on the cap goes down, and then Simple Tanker groups up in the north and pushes over 4 on 2, 3 on 2 at this point up there. Meanwhile, 32's push in the middle. Our light tanks rally in the middle and push on the 32's. But it's just too little too late. The north is done, and the other tank goes down. We only have 2 left, and they still haven't lost a tank yet. 32's go down, but by this time it's just too late. Yeah, it goes down, and we lose the first round. So 0-1 to Simple Tankers. Alright, once again, we're attacking Prokhorovka. This time, instead of going east, we just blitz up to the 3-4 line. And we swapped out that 32 for a faster Pershing and 69.
Ready to fire. Target unlocked. Ready to fire. Penetration.
Just move up to the mid-range and start getting damage on the light tanks.
Target acquired. Enemy armor is hit. Enemy is hit. Let's find another target. Permission to engage. Enemy armor is damaged. Penetration. Penetration. I don't see the target. Critical hit. Enemy is hit.
Tri and Dodama are able to push up the 1-2 line to get another angle on these guys in the middle, while their light tanks are a little further east, pushing over to get some shots. Comps is getting in trouble in the middle there and gets focused down. Meanwhile, up in the corner, I think it's the 1390 gets taken down by Dodama and Trireme. 32s get tuned up, trying to push up on a militant.
Enemy vehicle destroyed. Enemy armor is hit. We're done for. Everyone get out.
It's another angle. Militant getting his clip out on the 32s, with them taking fire from the north and south before the lights push over on A. Martin. This is from Jay's point of view, as This RU comes charging in at him. He's at one shot. He's able to get off 1, 2, 3. And a final 4th shot to kill that RU who's charging him. And he was only 1 shot away from death. Meanwhile, Milton finishes off the other 2. And Cunninghams win the 2nd round, so it's tied 1-1. Alright, battle 3, we're defending this time. We head over the tracks and set up a defense in the east. Meanwhile, Super Tankers pushes up the 4-5 and then spreads out in the west. They throw their T-37 on cap. Martin dives over to the ridge to get lights and a bustle reset. And the Dome joins him as well. Martin peeks up to get a reset, but gets quickly focused down by those 2 Pershings on in the bowl and the 3 light tanks spread out on the 2 line. Charging goes down to the ridge to help. Meanwhile, I believe it's, yeah, and here's from Charging's forward view, getting us a reset. It's a critical reset we needed. It's a quick snapshot without taking damage. Alright, and the Simple Tankers groups up their light tanks and pushes in on Dodama. There's Milton try covering him. Dodama quickly goes down, but tries able to get off most of his clip and get some good damage here. This is from Try's point of view. Kills 2 tanks. It's another shout out. And it's another 1 and 2 shots on this other tank before he's taken down. Tofu jumps over on Militant, but he's got support from the north from German Bagak. So Tofu backs off. Focus try down, but the Pershings give up the middle, so Jay is able to move up to the middle ridge. And he's going to be able to start sniping on these light tanks down here. German comes to support Militant. The Pershings push up on Bagakan with T-32 up in the middle. Meanwhile, Jay takes down the 90, still sniping from the middle. And gets another hit. And Pershings getting damage on the 32. The lights push over on Militant, but Jern and Militant are able to quickly kill them off. But the Pershings are in the middle and are able to finish off Militant. So it's now Germ and Jay left against the 2 Pershings. They have got a lot more health, but we've got a lot more mobility. Hawks gets a nice snapshot on Germ here, even lowering our health advantage. Then at this point they put the 2 Pershings on the 1 cap. Well, our lights are still split, but since we're able to engage them at range, should be fine. Germ moves up to get lights while Commander J's up on the 1 line, ready to snipe. Trim gets a line on both of the Pershings, and Jay's just able to chew them up. Get the resets we need to extend the time to draw and give us the win for defending. And here's the final engagement from Jay's point of view.
Enemy armor is hit. Critical hit.
He resets the first one, then he resets the second. He gets some more damage. And finally gets lit. Let's move him, but takes a hit. It tracks him, but it's time too late. And Cunninghams take that round, so we're up 2-1. And we got one more defense on proc. Once again, we move over to the east. Simple Tanker once again pushes up to the 5-6 initially. Simple Tinkers again once spread out in the west, the 2 Pershings in the bowl, and the rest of the light tanks spread out in the 2. The 37 cap and the 90 right next to him. Martin again jumps over the rails, get down to the ridge to light and reset. Yeah, Beguk and Jay in the middle. Milton comes over right away to help Martin. And we got 2 light tanks down on the south ramp. Martin beats up, takes some damage. Triumph takes a hit as well. Martin takes another hit. And I believe it's Jay who peeks over and gets the reset on the T-37. This time, Simple Tankers pushes their 3 light tanks to the south of the Pershings and tries to push in on the middle. Dodoma sees it coming and gets it back across the tracks to cover the Beguk. Meanwhile, our lights up in the middle finish up the 37 and also engage the 90. Their lights peek up in the middle to get shots on our guys in the north, but take a lot of damage from the guys in the village. Meanwhile, we still got guys in the ramp sniping at the Pershings or anything else that's popping up. We got 3 tanks at one shot here. Publisher pops back up and is taken down by Beguk. And this is from the Domo's point of view as they push over the north against Militant. One little, quite a bit earlier than the other one. Dom gets 1 kill. I finished off the second RU. And this person gets tracked up on the tracks. He's stuck here. That was the 3rd kill. Then Jay Smith comes in the 90 and the Dome takes him out. That's 3 vs 1. We finish him off. It's our third win on proc, so we're up 3-1 against Simple Tinkers. Alright, next map is 5. Or next battle 5 is on steps. We're attacking. Simple Tinkers take 3 T-32s and the rest light tanks and spread out on the east ridge. Meanwhile, we're mostly light tanks with 2 mediums, and we take over the west. Get 4 lights over the tracks. Get 1 up to A4 to scout, while 1 or 2 high up in A2 to snipe at those T-32s. Then send me back to get on cap and start the cap going. And there the T-32s start blinding like mad at me, trying to get a reset. About 59 points. A. Martin joins on. See if we can quickly finish this off, cap off. Meanwhile, the Simple Tankers light tanks group up for a north push. Come over. Jump over into the tracks. We get lit on cap at this point, and it was close, but they're able to get the 2 resets and stop the cap. The Doma gets kind of caught out here up on the hill, but he's able to get out a lot of damage. Also with the other light tank helping get damage out. Executus moves up a little bit far up on the hill, so us lights in the south are able to get shots on him and take him down. Then they push on Germ. Meanwhile, the 32s get a little more aggressive. Zukumi getting over the tracks into the rock on the hill there. I get taken out by a 32 shot. Germ goes down to the RU. And then J and A Martin group up to push on Pub Whisperer. Now the mediums get a little more aggressive and push a little east. Commander J jumps over the tracks. A Martin stops on top, takes a hit from the 32 and then backs off. Pub Whisperer is able to jump over the tracks and get out of that situation. But the mediums do get one more shot on him right here. But he's able to get away with life left, so he's gonna be a threat. A Martin goes down to Zakume and T-32. Jay's able to back up and get shots on Zakume, but our mediums are starting to get surrounded. So 90 going farther south to get another angle on them. They're in trouble. Jay's getting some shots on Zakume, but he's also taking some hits in turn. Comps gets focused down first. And Milton's next. Jay takes another hit. Finish off Zakume. Milton goes down. But we lose that one. First attack on steps. So it's now 3-2 versus Simple Tankers. And our second attack on steps. Simple Tankers basically does the same thing. 3 T-32 spreads out on the east ridge. We push west. We changed up, switched my RU out for a T-49. help suppress those T-32s and put me up at A2. So if the T-32s peek up on the ridge, I can get shots on them and mess them up with AG from the big cannon. A Martin initiates the cap this time. At this point, A Martin gets hit in the tracks and get reset, but doesn't take any damage. They move their light tanks around the south. I'm getting ready to push in, but I think after that cap resets, they hesitate and decide to go a different direction. They come back, yeah, and then we throw a 3 on cap, just because we haven't seen any light tanks up in the east for a while. And they come up with 1-2, but they're far too late. I throw a 2 charge up, but it's just too late. They don't get the reset in time. A mess there, and then 2 hits on Milton after we cap. So we take the second attack, and it's 4-2 against simple tinkers. Alright, battle 7, we're defending on steps. We have 1 T-32, 1 medium, and the rest lights. We basically spread out on the east, but Simple Tankers has 3 heavies, I have 2 T-32s, and they push up east as well. The Domo scouts a little further, too far south, and gets caught out by the heavies, and then runs into 2 RUs when he tries to hide from the heavies. Gets all the damage, but he goes down. Milton's up and behind that little hill there, so able to get some side shots on these heavies. Meanwhile, Bagak and Comps are in front of him, behind the ridge. Their 3 heavies push in against R3, but with his crossfire, we're able to get a lot more damage out on them. Meanwhile, over in the middle, their lights push in on our lights. They push in, the first of the 2 gets focused down, and the next volley quickly takes out the IS-3. Meanwhile, Comps is taking most of the return fire, but they aren't quite able to kill him, and 32 misses his last shot before he gets killed. And then Jay comes running back from that live fight. And this is what has happened with the live fight as those heavies were pushing in. German moves up to get a spot on the middle road. Spots their 2 bulldogs coming in. Gets a nice amount of damage on them. Being supported by Jay and A Martin. A Martin took some shots. He's at 1 shot. And RU pushes over. Jay gives some help. Germ gets some more damage on him, but it goes down. The lights are pretty beat up at this point. And their 3 lights fall back to the 1 cap, try to take it. So we push our 32 straight towards them, with the rest of the tanks covering him from the ridge. And here goes the Bagak and the T-32 pushing right in. Jay Smooth stays to spot and slow us down, but it doesn't last very long. Yeah, Bagak charges right in to get lights on the cap. First target gets spotted, and there's a nice snapshot over this hill. Second one gets focused down. And this last RU's trying to run from him, but gets a nice shot on him. And he does get around the corner, but he runs right into our Pershing. And that's the match. We win our first defense. 5-2 against Simple Tankers. That gives us 3 league points and moves up to 8 points, which secures our second place. And good game, Simple Tankers.